Good afternoon, Holly. Hello, everyone watching the replay and those of you filing in. I'm going to tag everyone real quick. And then we're going to do the collective message today a little bit differently. I'm not using any cards. I have some words to speak. So we're going to do that instead. And I know we don't usually do collective messages for these readings for everyone. Just walk the golf course with your husband. Awesome, Holly. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Hello, Anna. Um, so I am going to speak on, because how could anyone, especially in the US right now, not speak on it? What's been going on in California, my home state, over the weekend. LA County is next door neighbor to the county that I grew up in, and this is hitting home for me. Um, Hello, Susan. I love you. My eye will not stop watering. Like, it's been ridiculous all day. Came from a birthday party. Your niece turned a year old. Awesome, Anna. Happy birthday to your little baby niece. But yeah, collective energy is like purging through me. So I've had a last couple of days, y'all. And so many people are feeling it right now, especially those in these areas. Um, Denver is having some issues, and that's really close to me. New Scum is, yeah. Um, he is publicly denying that he wants the National Guard from, to deploy in California. But politicians. California is a big state with a lot of citizens, so I'm sure he doesn't want to tick anyone off. Um, so yeah, but you'll see me like with my tissue dabbing my eye probably the whole time, because this has not stopped. So it was so difficult to try to put on my eyeliner today, you guys. I left like a big gap over there because it just kept washing off as I was trying to put it on. Hello, Sonia. Um, so Army, yeah, more than the National Guard is showing up. Army showing up. FBI, all of it. Yeah, they're all showing up. And if you look at those who are actually filming live, in those places that are peacefully protesting, you will see that there are agents with these federal agencies that are starting fires, that are inciting violence, that are, and the news channels are, a lot of them are saying that it's the protesters that are, causing riots and violence, and it's not. Um, it's all about the facade, it's the show, right? It's the information that they want to give you. But if you watch those who are there, none of them are getting violent. And they always throw in actors, okay, to incite violence, pretend to be on one side when they're not really on that side, they're on the other. Um, no, it's the same stuff, Anna. It's just it's been collective energy. I also did go next door to my neighbors. Y'all know the story about how my neighbors and I don't get along and why. But I went over there. I created a PDF that has, listed all of, just in case agents come to our community, what you can do, what is your legal right, printed in Espanol for our Spanish speaking community here where I live. And we talked about, getting some group chats together so that we can all keep a watch out for our community. Yeah, Susan, it's really difficult to watch, but I have been watching, I not the news itself. I've been watching TikToks and from people who are actually there on the streets. Hello, Krista. But your otter, ugh, your eyes have been watery for the past 2 weeks, Sonia. Dang. I know it's allergy season, but we haven't had like a lot of wind or anything happening, and nothing's really in particular blooming or flying around in the air that you can see like cottonwood or anything. So um, it's today. But I did go and connect with my neighbors and said, I know we've had difficulties in the past because your husband tried to unalive my cat. And it's not that I don't care about that, because I very much do, obviously, but humanity is important to me, and I will be damned if I'm going to let anything happen to any of my neighbors because they are being persecuted for their culture, the color of their skin, who they love, or anything else. Um, so I did have a chat with her, told her all about who I am, what I do. And I said, our belief systems are different, but you know what? I believe in your human rights. I believe in the human rights for all. So we need to come together here. I gave her that paper. I said, I can make more copies. She said, oh, I can make copies too. I'll go and make copies of this. And she's going to give it to her church congregation today. She is at church right now. So that's underway, just to let people know, just in case, what you can do. Have an attorney on call so you can get them down there, um, giving your information to your family. um, don't open the door. Don't open the door. You do not have to open the door. Even if you open it a little tiny little crack to speak through it, that can be twisted as permission to enter. So all of these things, I composed a PDF with the information and what we can do, how we can organize to support one another. And so neighbors are on the same page. Thank you, Anna. It's it's just human. It's just a human thing, is to have a heart and to love each other and not want destruction and trauma to happen within our neighbors and their families. Hello, Ben. So I'm encouraging anyone who has the ability to do anything like that. We all have our different jobs. We all have our different specialties, our different talents. And even if you are not in these areas, and the US is not even the main focus. I mean, what's happening in Gaza is absolutely heartbreaking, and it's an atrocity. Um, these things are happening not just in these two countries, but other places simultaneously, and it's not any accident. So if you are unable to support in any kind of way you deem as tangible or something like that, you can go into meditation. You can send love. Okay, we're not fighting with their tactics here. We are not getting violent. We are not inciting um, you know escalation and loss of anything, anyone, anything. Okay. um, so sending love to the hearts and minds of those who are only doing their job, only taking orders, whatever, including the city police of these affected places. Okay. Um, I I can use my voice on here. I know it's not a huge platform yet, but you know what? It's going to reach who it needs to reach. And those of you who can spread that to others, that's how we reach. Um, so yeah, we're transmuting the trauma cycle, and all of this is purging. We've talked about this over the last, forever, that the ugliness is surfacing, the lower frequencies are surfacing so that we can finally face them. And it looks like chaos, because it is, yes, but those of us who have the eyes to see and the hearts to understand can anchor that love and spread that to these people who are inflicting it on their own brothers and sisters. We can open the eyes and speed up the process for more loving outcomes for this to happen, right? We can speak up about the misalignments that we see. We can use our voice. They're, yeah, the transgender community, the LGBTQIA plus community. Um, it's not, it, some people are just sitting idly by because they're like, oh, I'm not affected. It is directly affecting you. Whenever this happens to your family and humanity, this impacts you, even especially on an energetic level. Um, so that's amazing, Susan. Um, so whatever you can do from wherever you're at, if you can't help support in, a physical way because you're not there or you're not capable or whatever, you can still, send protection to those who are in it. You can send light for those to see, love to awaken these people. Um, Hello, Suzanne. So you are not helpless. None of us are. We have our own abilities, we have our own talents, we have our own perspectives. Okay. So we can help in our own way, even if that's getting online and talking about it, even if that's, just sharing information that you see that you align with as truth. um, Opening the eyes of others who may be closed minded, speaking up and saying, hey, this isn't okay, like you need to check your perspective here, check your privilege, whatever it is. But everyone can do something. um, Holding space, if you're in a country that's unaffected by any of this, directly, you can hold space, you can send love, you can meditate, I've been doing this every night and throughout the day. I've also been sending chaos, confusion, energy, and fog around those missions that are designed to entrap and kidnap. So there are things that you can do. Doesn't mean you have to go hexing. It doesn't mean you have to go using any kind of black magic or woo woo dark energy or anything like that. You can, in an in the intention to protect life, liberty, and humanity, you can send those high frequency tones. Think frequency. You can send those high frequency tones that will deafen them etherically, baby. You can confuse them. You can set up electric fence guards, energetically, to stand with the innocent who are standing for their rights. Okay. So, any intention for the highest good is better than focusing on the fear. Absolutely. And I've had my moments, you guys, because for me, this is really close to home because I grew up in California, right next door to LA County. Um, Visited LA so many times. Don't prefer it because, big cities and energy and all of that, and the weird energy that's there because of Hollywood. Hollyweird, okay? It's a real thing. So I didn't enjoy and spend a lot of time there, but I have many times been there, and the people are amazing. It's not all hate and crime and all of that stuff that you see on, propaganda. It's not that. And the heart and the soul of that place is in the melanated communities. Okay. So just asking everyone collectively to take some time out of your days for the foreseeable future to hold space, to send love, to send protection, to send wisdom, and open the eyes of all involved. But those who are there protesting are peacefully protesting. I want to highlight that that whatever propaganda is saying that the protesters are rioting and starting these fires and antagonizing or attacking officers is absolutely untrue, unsubstantiated anywhere you look. It's a narrative, and they control narratives. That's what they try to do, to assert their power and authority. So don't believe everything that you hear and see. Just like in the readings recently we've had, don't, be aware of what you put listening eyes and ears to. So set the intention to see the truth behind the facade and act accordingly. Okay. I know that was a little bit long of a message. I'm going to let this cat in because she's going to scream if I don't. It's Lyra, not Duncan. So it's not the subtle little cute one. It's the let me in before I tear shit up one. Come on, baby. Lay down, brat. Okay, so she is the brat baby. I'm going to make sure. Yeah, I silenced notifications, but I forgot we're doing we're doing the readings today. So if you did already drop a tip, let me know in a comment and I will get you at the top of the list. We're gonna do some free 1-card readings today, and if you would like a longer one, you know what to do. Drop a tip in. I'll give my information right here too. It is in the info box for this episode, but oh shit, didn't mean to exit that, but that's all right. Okay, and I will pin that to the screen. Did that there in 2020. Yeah, it's the same tactics, it's the same everything, but we've seen this before. We can see through it now. So we just have to remind everyone, we can't stay, all up in our emotions, even though it is absolutely valid to be outraged, to be upset, to be fearful, all of these things. It's very valid to feel those things, but we have to harness that power, and we have to thank you, Angela. I will get you down first, darling. We have to harness that. We have to harness that into building the new earth. This is our opportunity to build the new earth, not to throw their bricks at them as we're dismantling the system. Okay, this is a new earth built on truth, love, okay, support of our fellow humans, humanity as one single race coming together in unity and solidarity. Not any of this. These are fake lines, you guys. Race, culture, beliefs, political preferences, they're all invisible lines that have been drawn to separate us. It's time to band together as one in humanity and human rights, basic human rights. Okay. I get really passionate about this, so I'm trying to tone my shit down because I have been so enraged. I have cried. I cried to my neighbor, like totally cried in her face, talking about what's happening. So yeah, super emotional these past few days over collective shit, and I've been trying to balance. I've been reasoning with myself, and trust me, okay, trust me. Okay, thank you, Linda, I got you. My blood boils, and I'm mama bear, so whenever there is some kind of injustice with regard to something I deeply care about, I get enraged. I get into protective mode. I just, so I've had to chill myself out too, because I'm one of those that would be like, oh, fill water balloons with oil and sand and throw it on their windshield so they can't see to leave with the people. Absolutely. Hell yeah. But on the other hand, when you throw projectiles like that and it impedes their visibility to drive, which could potentially cause an accident, that is ammunition for them to do exactly what they want to do. So even though that human part of me is like a hell yes, it's absolutely not what we want to do. So again, peaceful protesting, because if we do not, that will give them the excuse they are baiting people to give them right now, in order to enact the things that they want to try to enact. So um, yes, Medina, so we have paid readings that you'll get 5+ cards with, and then the free readings, we will do 1 card. So I will definitely get you down on the free 1 card. And if you want a longer one, just drop a tip in the tip jar, comment right here under me. This is all my cash app and the money app stuff information. Um, if you would like a more extended one, if you would like an extended private reading, not here broadcast for the public. Thank you, Angela. I got you at the top of the list, love. Then on my website, rebelspiritrising.com, there is an option for a 1 question quick reading for $22. So it is still very cheap, and it is something that is a private reading. I record the video of it and email that to you. So it is not a one-on-one reading. If you would like one of those, I have 30-minute or 1 hour options that are available also on my website. 1 hour readings with me, you guys, right now, is still on sale, or on sale again, I guess. It's a little cheaper than it was last time. It's $111 for a full 1 hour consultation with me. That's a Akashic reading, that's tarot, that's, you know, what is it called? I'm sorry, human labels are leaving my brain right now. So it's 1 hour with me, however you want to spend it, whatever you want to do within reason and within my provided services. Okay. Um, that is what we'll do. So $111 on my website, rebelspiritrising.com. Also, I am about to drop some major prices on all of my products, you guys, because yo girls got bills to pay. All right. So if you guys could help me out in that arena, I would truly appreciate it. I'm going to adjust prices today so that those sales will go in effect tomorrow on Monday. So all of my fragrance rollerballs will be on sale. My meditation oils that are $33 a bottle right now will be on sale for $22 a bottle. So if you want some of those, definitely get those. And it's not buy one, get whatever. We're just going to be slashing prices this time. So keep an eye out for that on my website. Um, yes, Krista. You're the conqueror, the dragon. That's why the protected. Yeah. I have been calling the dragons, absolutely. And Krista, you will be proud. But yeah, I've got this in my workspace right now. And this workspace isn't just for podcast time. This is my workspace for readings and things like that. Oops, hold on. I'm gonna check that over here on my browser so I don't have to mess with Sonia, okay. 2 person that need the read. Yes, okay. Sonia, so I'll put you down for 2 people. Okay. Got you, Sonia. Thank you, love. And thank you, Suzanne. So yeah, my meditation oils, they are protection oils too. The Isis energy is divine feminine protection, activation. Also, meditation oil that brings you to that state where you can commune with the divine feminine energies, whoever you feel drawn to. So it is not only particular to Isis. This is the portal. Okay, this oil is the portal for you to use, but it is very protective, with that beautiful divine feminine energy. And Right here, Sonia, this comment right here, I've got, oh, hold on, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Oh, thank you, Anna. I've got you down too for the paid. Let's go ahead and get Medina's one card real quick. Medina, I'm feeling fairies for you right now, so we're going to pull you a fairy card. Ooh, that's a lot, but okay. We'll just use them as bottom of the deck energy too. So we have magical blessings for you, Medina. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. So, and then music right behind that. Listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music for you to hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. So, unlocking your magical blessings, transmuting energies. I feel some heavier energies right now. With regard to that magical blessings card, it's like they're reminding you that you are blessed, that you have blessings available to you. Transmute that energy, use music, sing, shake your ass, whatever you got to do to transmute any kind of lack or low frequency depressive type of energies. And then transformation, I do feel like that will help you to kind of push through. It's like there's a barrier you're pushing through. So stop holding yourself back, believe in these magical blessings, transmute your energy, use your voice. Okay. They definitely say use your voice. So I don't know if you're thinking about speaking on something or like starting some kind of a social media platform as a creator or anything like that, but I would definitely say do that. Your blessings are coming through, but you have to use your voice and you have to transmute that lower frequency energy. So love you. Hope that resonates for you, darling. Okay, Miss Angela. Angela is the first paid reading we have on the list. We're going to do some healing stones for Angela. That was your fairy card today, Susan. I love that. That's so awesome. Girl. Okay. Loud and clear. Get you some etheric evolution. Okay. Yes, Ben, I will get you down. Thank you, Medina. Love you. Okay. My kids are getting excited. They're playing. Okay. Miss Angela. Absence, missing opportunities, and ignoring intuition showing up on the bottom of the deck, but right behind that also spiritual teacher, sharing esoteric wisdom and connecting with a mystic. You could feel like you're not being seen, things aren't necessarily manifesting in the way that you planned. You understand there is some kind of a frequency. I don't want to say distortion, but it's definitely some kind of a residual energy of misalignment. Okay, we'll say that. Intuition, you know this. You have been noticing there's like a pattern recognition showing up here, and shadow self right behind that. But with transmutation and unbound. Okay, so you are healing card right behind that. boundary stones, negotiations, contracts, and communication. You're being called to place boundaries with yourself and others. Um, don't overgive of yourself in situations. This causes the imbalance, which can cause lack in other areas. The volcano is here with relationships. Express, don't stagnate. So this energy, I do feel like it is in regards to close relationships and boundaries, energetic boundaries. This could even be with like clients, okay? A lot of us who work with other people's energies can definitely take energies on from others unknowingly. Sometimes it doesn't even like, you can be very well versed and very practiced in what you do, but there are times where um, we may have like a blind spot. Okay, so some kind of an energy can kind of permeate, even though we do our hygiene, our spiritual hygiene, our cleansing, our grounding, and all of these things. um, so they're talking about having more firm boundaries with people. Thank you, Krista. I'll get you down to love. um, Sanctuary, bottom of the deck, harmony and balance, joy and commitment. This is talking about your inner sanctuary. Um, as we start to ascend in our frequency, we will encounter these opposing frequencies, right? This is kind of like the counterbalance energy of the universe, the positive and negative for creation. This is what I'm seeing for you. So this, it's not like trying to slow down your ascension. It's like you're ascending past all of these things, and this thing that is coming in, this perceived as negative polarity, okay, is only happening right now to like to boost. It's like a power boost. So harnessing that, using that, understanding I need to make firmer boundaries. Do a cleanse, a check on your auric field, specifically paying attention to your soul star chakra, because some sly ass energies will try to slip in there and like, taint that area. I'm not saying you're having any attachments or anything like that. Absolutely not saying that. I'm just saying this heavier energy, this denser energy is trying to just stick around, it's residual sludge, and I don't feel like it's from you at all. Like I said, I feel like this is picked up because you're ascending in your frequency. Hi, Lisa. um and this is just, it's kind of, it happens organically, really. So bringing your awareness to the fact that you need to, especially when you're ascending in frequency, um, place extra boundaries, place extra protections, be more mindful of the way that you feel or the situations that you encounter, just because these things will, test your frequency, kind of like push you to see if you're steady on your feet as you're ascending. We have the awakening card that came out for you, awareness of new gifts and knowledge. Your gifts are ascending. You already know this. They're, it's like pulsating. I'm getting like a pulsating, like growing and pulsating, and it's tied to your heart space. So keeping that cleansed, balanced, clear, um, especially right now, is really important, because we are taking on collective energy. I have been taking on collective energy too, for weeks now. uh, so I totally get it, totally understand, but this is also where I need to keep myself in check, and I need to make sure that I am coming back to center, grounding, and growing in that light, instead of, because I could totally fall back into pettiness, like, oh, you're gonna go attack my Los Angeles brothers and sisters. Well, then I hope that they, XYZ. So we're not doing that, because that fuels the beast, that fuels the fire. we're building that new earth moving forward in our own individual lives and on scales collectively, just as the example that I've given. Um, so we will be collectively, energetically impacted, even if we're not very close to or tied to what's going on. This is part of why we're here. We are meant to transmute, right? These collective energies. We are meant to hold our frequency, hold the vision, hold the higher perspective, anchor that, and project that out, awakening those around us. So it's very much is very individualized for you for what you're experiencing right now, but you are taking on collective energy. So meditation, stay connected to source grounding, and balancing your chakras. A lot more meditation, a lot more grounding for all of us is necessary right now, because we have things in our individual lives that are triggering, that are surfacing. And then we have the collective traumas and triggers that are surfacing and slapping us in the face right now. So staying connected, keeping those boundaries in place, not overgiving, even when I know, like, if you're volunteering in some type of way, you also have to rein it in on yourself and make sure that you are not exhausting yourself. Okay. Energy rising, vitality, confidence, power, and just decisiveness. I couldn't remember if that said discoveries and decisiveness. So, and the guardian stone, awakening, progress, and initiation. So you are grounding, you are awakening. This is talking about grid activation within your physical vessel, as well as being a helper for the collective grid, anchoring that right now. But we first have to anchor our own grid, right? This is like, I've been pushed and prodded and, manifested quite a bit in my life in the past few weeks, that have surfaced for me to pay attention to and to resolve. And I am usually prepared in that way before something deeply collective starts popping off, so I can regain my balance in my own personal grid. And that way I can also help to anchor the collective grid and hold the light for that too. So I do feel like that's really also what you're experiencing. So it's very paralleled, very much dual purpose right now. So you're welcome, Angela. I love you. I hope that resonates for you and you got some perspective, guidance, or epiphany energy from that one. All right. So we have Miss Linda next. And Sonia, you are after Linda. So we'll do those separately. I don't know who they're for, but whoever's at the top of your list is the one that I'll address first, unless you want to include like an A or a B for these individuals, or, I mean, you don't have to name them at all. So just so we can direct the energy and you know which one's which, because it's not for me to know. Okay. Clear out them throat chakras, y'all. The collective speaks. We rise to protect humanity, our brothers and sisters. Our heart beats as one. High frequencies ascend, low frequencies are absorbed back into the loving original source code. Any false matrices crumble as we speak. And so it is. Linda. I think Linda needs some fae in her life. After Linda, I'll do Ben's one card reading real quick, and then we will continue with Sonia, Anna, Krista. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. Thank you for supporting my small business. Remember, tomorrow, I might make them active today just because But tomorrow officially, all of my products on my site will be on sale. And this is so I can pay my bills. So if you want some protection energy, some beautiful smelling and healing skin and sprays, skin oils and sprays stuff, then yeah, you know where to find me. rebelspiritrising.com. We rise again. Yes, Linda. Love it. All right, we got the Fae coming out for you, Linda. All right. So Linda, Sonia, Anna, Krista, if you dropped a tip and none of those are your name, then drop a comment so I know for sure. I do have banners. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Okay, I got some PayPal stuff, but it doesn't show me like everything. It clusters them all on top of each other and I can't move them. I don't know how to do that. So if you are not Linda, Sonia, Anna, or Krista and you dropped a tip, please drop a comment so that I know. Okay. And we're going to do some vice versa tarot for you, Linda. Okay. I didn't eat anything, so if you guys hear my belly growl, then sorry. I don't usually eat. And last night, you know, in honor of my brown brothers and sisters, I made some amazing quesadilla tacos last night. And my neighbor, like, I didn't have to do all of the, because when I make it from scratch usually, but I made quesadilla last night because my neighbor who I talked to, and, you know, we got on the same page and started establishing that connection. She's like, hey, I bought these on TikTok shop and you don't have to do any of it. You can, it's a birria bomb. And I was like, what? It's a birria bomb. And it's this ball of spices and you don't even have to like char the tomatoes and onions and all of the stuff. And you don't have to do any of that. It's just this ball. And I tried it. It's not as good as my homemade stuff, I will admit, but it is pretty good. So we had some tacos last night to honor our brothers and sisters. So that was one of my symbolic gestures. I'm not having a smoothie right now. I didn't have time before to you know make a smoothie, and it only takes me like 5 minutes, but I didn't have the time. Yeah. I have multiple projects going on. And I've been making PDFs and informational documents for helping my community. So I have been doing extra and I didn't have time to make a smoothie. So I don't have that right now. But if it gets bad enough, I got a bag of cashews down here, some raw cashews. I can snack on some of those. Okay. Miss Linda. You're being asked to focus your attention, okay, and take a more decisive approach to your life right now. We'll start with the tarot cards. Hi, Culture Envy. How are you? Um, we have the Two of Pentacles showing up. It is in the upright position for this vice versa deck, because that's the back. This is juggling energy or weighing decisions. This is, like kind of like tangible crossroads energy. Like I have this situation or I have this situation, I can choose one of the two, or I have this energy present in the situation, and this one, which one do I use? um we have Eight of Swords showing up right next to that. Like you're feeling like you're bound, like you're not seeing the situation clearly enough to be able to take more decisive action. um Tap into your intuition. Okay, believe in magic came out right above that Two of Pentacles. Open your eyes and see the magic that's all around in nature. The fairy of the Northern Lights says you are part of nature, so you are magical too. So you need to believe in your magic, believe in your intuitive guidance. Okay, it comes through differently for everyone. So they're having you like really step out in faith right now. um Talking about transmuting some energy in a situation. um you can do it. I'm seeing a little bit of your background akashically. Okay, you work with energies in an earth-based way. Okay, you have done this many times before. So you have this remembrance of how to do it, the soul memory, but it's like the logic, the left brain, the very human part of you, which is totally valid, and is kind of hindering that, hindering your true belief in yourself. You are much more magical and mystical than you give yourself credit for. So they're asking you to awaken to that, because right now it's like you're still kind of not trusting in that. You're not believing in that. You've that mental energy. Swords is mental energy. So um it's like keeping yourself hidden from your true power. We have journey. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. So this doesn't have to be an actual physical tangible journey, though it can. You could be working on manifesting something and this opportunity comes to you, but they're saying be more decisive and trust your inner guidance. You are being guided on this path of remembering your magic. So it's going to be a little more magical, it's going to be a little more mystical, you're going to have to get a little more delulu. um, from a neurotypical's perspective, as they've tried to program all of us. Um, oh, thank you, Sonia. I got you. Um, okay. Um, Three of Cups is on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Celebration, community, coming together, celebrating your wins even before they tangibilize. Okay. We have wish wisely also on the bottom of the deck. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire and take practical steps toward making your dreams come true. So again, talking about being more decisive in your energy, being more empowered in your decisions. Stop second guessing every choice you make, because past guilt or I shouldn't have done that, I shouldn't have made that decision. um Tracing back early, probably like early 20s, is hindering you in that area. So forgive yourself back then for making what you perceive now as a bad decision or a wrong decision. Protection showing up right behind that. Also, bottom of the deck, the fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic work before embarking on any spiritual work, or practice psychic protection. So shielding yourself, protecting yourself, grounding right now, very important. Like I said, all of us volunteers are feeling the collective shadow and feeling the residue of those energies. We have the Tower card showing up. This is the reversal of the Tower. This is like after it's already collapsed. Okay. I mean, come on. But things are, this is the upright tower in this deck. So it is absolutely not that. This is after the fall. Okay. This is after the masks have fallen, after the destruction. You have faced destruction and remained strong in your conviction, in your knowing. It's just, you need to learn to trust yourself a little bit more, trust your inner guidance, your intuition. This is a very ordained and spiritual journey, sacred journey for you. So leaning more into your own intuition and taking more of a decisive approach to your life is what you're being urged to do right now, Linda. I love you so much. I hope that resonates. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we're going to pull Ben a card. And I'm probably going to pull out the cashews because my tummy is growling. Got to take care of my vessel, right? I'm lucky Steph's not in here to cuss me out. You could have postponed the podcast for 5 minutes to make a smoothie. I know he would say that. So, just because I've got his voice ringing in my head right now, I will take a few cashews. Hey, Matt. I didn't know you were in here, love. Hello, Carl. How are you, darling? And Jay, hello, hello. Anytime I feel energetically off or going through some heavy energy, whether that's personal or collective, I can't eat. My body tries to reject food. It makes me nauseous, just to force myself to eat. The other day, I had to force myself to choke down half of a sandwich. I could barely do that. Okay. Gotta put these nuts in my mouth real quick. Please don't flag that in the algorithm. It's just my sense of humor. Okay. Mr. Ben, you're going to get your one card, darling. All right. Work Your Light. The Work Your Light Oracle. I don't know why I'm trying to shuffle these again. I already shuffled all of my decks I have handy. Thank you, Anna. Shh, nobody tell Steph on me. He is like the father of the community. So I don't want to get a whooping. Aw, his birthday party. Tell JJ happy birthday. That's wonderful, Matt. I love you. I hope you're enjoying every moment of your baby's birthday. Well, Ben, 2 cards came out, okay? Yes, Culture Envy, gotcha. Choke a couple more cashews down. Been a busy day, I believe it. Sorry if you guys can hear me crunching. My microphone's way over there, but I noticed it picks up a lot because I've listened back to some recordings and I was like, oh. Like the meditation, the background noise interference is so annoying. So I'm going to have to figure out how to fix that for the next meditation. Because I did do the meditation the other day. Oh, okay. Still happy birthday to him. You're celebrating him today. Okay. All right, Ben. You ready for some intergalactic news for you? You have always felt out of place, understandably. Um, Double mission, light worker, starseed, and serve the world by being you. You're a light worker and a starseed, my love. Um, I feel like the yeah, I feel like the spiritual path you are building up to aligning to more information coming through for you, but confirmation, yes, you are starseed, you are a light worker, you are double emission here, okay? Most starseeds are, just FYI, but we have right behind that one, and why I laughed was empathic starseed. Energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours, okay? So cleansing your energy of all of the programming that you've received over your lifetime, um, that I am aware of and understand. Okay. But you also carry with you traumas not only of yourself in that um experience and those experiences, but the experiences of others who also experience that kind of trauma. You do carry that through with you. It is heavy. It is something that you are being called to release. You are an empathic star seed, so of course you are going to take these on. And yes, that was also part of your journey, not to be the scapegoat, not to be the martyr or anything like that, but to um, take on for releasing what no one else could. Um, so you've shouldered a lot of burden that's not yours to carry. They're saying now is the time to let that go. Portal right behind that, doors are opening. You decide rewards and wild card. So, hello, Share Bear. So this is your portal energy. This is you walking through cleansed, clean, and completely whole, letting go, releasing what's not yours because you are carrying burdens of a collective, of a particular collective. Um, Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down in time and nature. So ground yourself. Give all of that trauma, that energy, that density to Gaia, intentionally, okay, to cleanse your own energy, and Gaia transmutes that. We have like this shadow or ghost person, not a shadow person in the dark aspect, okay, like how people believe that seeing dead people is, and how it is for some. Um, like a ghost or a vapor. Okay. This is the light body. So you are being guided to anchor that light body into Gaia and purge all of what is kind of tainting or clouding up that light body. Okay. You already work with Gaia on this level, so more intentionally, in a more grounded way, with the intention to release, purge, and give back to the land, this density for transmutation for the highest good of all. Big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary and inspired ideas. So again, there's a portal on this card, okay, that in that portal you see this person right here, if I can get it right, that's a head, and then that's the face, it's facing that direction. So unveiling yourself and tapping into that visionary, you are clairvoyant, whether you realize that or not. um, so being able to take visions, creative energies, and tangibilize them. Do you paint, or do you like sketch or draw in some way? Like, do you print what you see in here on paper or in a tangible form somehow? Because that's what I'm seeing. Do it more. Tap into that more. Obviously, as you can, set some time aside if you need to delegate time and things for that. But tapping more into that side of you, expressing more of that side of you, is going to help anchor in your original coding, rewriting any kind of residual programming that you picked up from your experiences, before. So I love that for you. It's confirmation. Yes, you are starseed as well. Yes, you do. Okay, do more of that. Definitely do more of that. That's part of your gift. That's part of your activation too. It'll help to unlock and activate dormant codes that are meant to, you channel this stuff. Okay, you're a channel, so you channel this stuff. Do more of it. Definitely intuitively create wherever you're led and guided, whatever you're led and guided to create, do that. If you can do it out in nature while grounding somehow, major plus. So do your thing, baby. I know that was only supposed to be one card, but it comes as it comes, and I don't stop the messages. So you definitely needed that, Ben. All right, for Sonia. Sonia has purchased readings for 2 of our community members, one for Susan and one for Wendy. So Miss Susan, are you here still? So I can see your comment up there, but I want to make sure you're here and listening and engaged. I don't know if you were expecting to have a reading for yourself, my love. And okay. The stones and the fairies speak. You're welcome, Ben. I love you. Always in nature. There's a reason for that. You're anchoring, you're grounding, you're transmuting when you do it. So keep doing it. All right, Miss Susan, there you are. Yes. All right. We got very playful, fun, flirty fairy energy, and we have very grounded ancient energy. So we're going to see how they work together for you. Okay. Here we go. Well, now that's too many, but we'll put them bottom of the deck. Okay. Yes, Ben. Yes. And isn't Sonia so sweet? We love her so much. My kids. I always say for crying out loud, but I don't always say it like that. I usually say it fuck crying out loud. So yeah, he was saying for crying out loud, but I thought it was funny. I always hear them saying things, cracks me up. You've got a thing with rocks? Same, sister, same. I feel that one. Okay, so you saw how it took me many times shuffling the Healing Stones Oracle to get it to, release some cards. One card first came out, and then next a clump of cards came out. So I stuck them on the bottom of the deck because I'm going to read those off for you. So the card that it took a while to come out on its own, just one, is a card of releasing the past, emerging, transforming, and energies transmuted. Oops, hold on. I saw a notification come through. Oh, Matt. Thank you, Matt. I got you, love. Sorry, y'all. I had to see who that was. So releasing the past, and it's difficult. It takes time. It takes purging, it takes healing, sitting with it, transmuting that energy, right? And that's what you've been working on. You've been on this journey of releasing the past. It's been a long, hard journey, yes, but you are learning how to tap more into that divine feminine energy, being open to receive. Look what you accomplished the other day. You know what I mean? So releasing the past programming of expectation, of scarcity and lack. Weather the storms, let it change you, embrace the unexpected. So, yes, you've been through some storms recently, but you know what? You are resilient as hell. Can we all just support Susan and recognize that she has been resilient as hell her entire life. You cannot keep a good woman down, okay? So let's all love and support her and recognize, see her, and know that this woman has weathered some storms, okay? And she still stands in her sovereign expression. She still authentically expresses herself, singing and dancing and being joyful every single day. It doesn't matter what she's experiencing, she's still putting out positivity. She's teabagging us every day with her messages from the tea bags. So it's like you have this incredible energy to transmute. So continue to do that, apply that more to the other areas of your life where there might still be some programming, okay, some focus on lack or scarcity. Okay. Yes, she is a beautiful, beautiful lady. The secret chamber, potency, deep connection, and treasure. That chamber within you. Okay. That they're saying like the darkness is symbolizing the heavier programming than the that lack energy being in the mental space, but you're clearing that out. You're bringing that light. See, you're holding that light right there. And as you shed light on these thought processes, on this old programming that absolutely no longer serves you, you can easier tap into your creative expression, which you already do every single day, but applying it in a way that your magic starts to create these amazing opportunities for you, starts parting the seas for you to walk your little ass to Greece. Okay. The edge, the seas are parting for you. What you thought was impossible or unattainable now becomes the path. Take a chance, do something different. You have to release the past. You have to let all of that go. Protect your dreams. You are the guardian of your precious dreams, and they are safe in your care. Keep them close to your heart until you are ready to release them. So keep dreaming, keep nourishing those dreams with your love, with your expectation, with your frequency. And that is right underneath releasing the past. So protecting those dreams, those frequencies from the that darkness in the mental space, because that it's showing up in both of these cards. I just want to show you that, like, this is a doorway, right here, dark doorway, but you are the light in the center of both of those. Do you see that? So you are anchoring that light into those spaces, into your mental spaces. Yes, I love all of the support and the love. Matt, we're on Susan right now. We've got Susan, Wendy, Anna, Krista, and then you are after Krista. And I'll make sure and tag you because I know you're busy. So I'll make sure that we get you tagged so you know precisely when your reading is starting. And even if you can't watch it in the moment, you can always go and watch the replay and catch the timestamp. Okay. So hidden depths, something hidden is about to come to light because you're bringing that shit to light. Okay. The hidden parts of your psyche, the unconscious aspect that manifests more storms. Okay. Something hidden is about to come to light. Perhaps a secret or memory in the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we can become free. So exposing that, you've already been doing that, continue to do so. Weather those storms, hold that light, because it's, you're overcoming yourself in essence. Look in a book where whatever your question is right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight that you seek. It could even be written on a tea bag, baby, okay? Doesn't necessarily have to be a book, but definitely it could be your cards. You do card pulls for yourself every single day. So the answers are here, the answers are coming, the answers have been given. It takes some time for us to really fully absorb and understand, and then apply those energies moving forward. Even if we've affirmed it 10,000 times, even if we've read and we believe on a conscious level, there still can be some unconscious hindrance or blockage um, that kind of keeps that energy coming back around. Yes, Dallas, I absolutely will, my love. Um, okay, so we're going to do Wendy next, and then um, we'll do the 2 free 1 cards real quick. We have Culture Envy and Dallas, and then we'll do Anna, Krista, Matt. Okay. I'm going to shuffle these, and then we'll get to Miss Wendy. Okay, Wendy, we're going to get some healing spirits, and we're going to do some light seers. Tarot. You're so welcome, Susan. We love you so much. And we want to let you know that we see you. Okay? We see you and your beautiful authenticity, and we love you for that. And thank you so much, Sonia. You are so incredibly sweet. That was a beautiful gesture for these lovely ladies. All right. Is Wendy in here, or does somebody want to tag her to make sure? Are you still in here, Wendy? Okay. We love you so much too, Susan. Okay. Back on Facebook? Okay, Wendy, awesome. Oop. Okay. You're up. Miss Sonia got you a reading, my love. Okay. My eye is actually drying up. It's not watering as much as it has been. Probably because I spoke on it. I think that, yeah, the waters needed to flow. The the transmutation of the emotions had to take place, and just getting it out and expressing it in the way that I did was really helpful. So speaking in love, speaking in full alignment with truth is how we transmute that energy collectively. So I am grateful that you guys hold the space for me to be able to speak on these kinds of things and to express my emotions. We love you, Ben. Have a good rest of your day, love. You're awesome too. You're always welcome. This is the Soul Soup. This is the Soul Fam. Oh, we love you, Wendy. That's amazing. Sonia has such a beautiful, beautiful heart. I just love her to pieces. All right, my lady. Bottom of the deck for you is Nine of Wands. Okay. This feels like boundaries. It doesn't feel like guarded energy. It's like a call to place boundaries. And right behind that, we have the Nine of Pentacles, both bottom of the deck energy, both nines, a number that is close to number 10, which is endings, culminations. Also, nine, higher light realms, higher frequencies, very spiritual number for that reason. And then the World card. So now is a time to place those boundaries so that you can become, or sustain Nine of Pentacles energy. That's that pre-empress energy. That is that divine feminine energy, having everything that you need, and, just being like filling yourself, so you need to have boundaries with either yourself or others so that you can be free to express and really feel yourself and live your magic, live your authenticity, live your truth. Bottom of the deck over here, we have your spirit guide can lead you but can't do it for you, showing up. Again, bottom of the deck energy. And this is the Hanged Man. In essence, this isn't a tarot deck. This is an oracle deck, but this is giving me major Hanged Man vibes. They're like, it's time to stop observing. That moon, actually, it has an iris in it. I don't know how well you can see that, but it has an iris, just like it's an eye. Okay. So observing, it's like it's time to start stepping out of that observer role, that self-sacrifice to gain perspective or gain wisdom. You've gained the wisdom. Your spirit guides are giving you the wisdom. They're guiding you, but they can't do it for you. Okay. Lost but never alone is right behind that. You may feel like you're not being guided, like you're not being surrounded and supported by your team, but you are. You are in the process of a leveling up, and when it's like, we're not tested like we understand it to be from tests in school and grades and like pass or fail type of thing. It's an opportunity to live and express and apply what you've learned up until this point. So you are still surrounded, you are still guided, but you may feel a little bit like they're a bit more hands off. They're like, go that way, we'll follow you, just go that way. Instead of, come on, let me hold your hand and we'll go this way together. It's very much like, you know what to do, go on, go do your thing. So they are kind of hands off right now, but still guiding, supporting, loving, encouraging. Success isn't what you have, it's what you do with what you have. So again, applying the guidance and taking the inspired action steps, listening to your inner wisdom, listening to your inner guidance. The path may be bumpy, but this will soon alter, showing up right behind that. So you might feel like you're not sure what to do. I feel like you are seeing clearly though, but you're not sure. It's like uncertainty, like you know what to do, but you're not sure. I don't know. Uncertainty. Build your confidence. Meditate, focusing on the solar plexus, because you already know what to do. King of Swords, you already know what to do. You see the actions that you need to take. You see, you see the path. You're seeing clearly. You have the wisdom. You got the owl down here. We've got the ravens. Things need to end. Energies need to end. This uncertainty of yourself needs to end. Embody that King of Swords energy, where you're seeing clearly and you're taking these decisive steps, decisive action, touching on some previous readings today. So it's time to move forward right above that King of Swords energy. So you see the direction, you're seeing clearly. You might feel a little uncertain of yourself, a little, less than confident in yourself. And it's only because you're being called out, Three of Wands, into new spaces, new places, new ways of existing, new ways of perceiving or thinking. Also, trust in the wise spirits and your prayer will be answered. So they're like, we're guiding you into the unknown. We're guiding you into this Three of Wands. You know, that's passionate way forward energy. Wands are fire. You're being led to the shores so you can, you know, get on that ship and embark to your new world, whatever that is for you. Totally not like upholding or favoring um, colonialism. Just using a little bit of a parallel there. Um, so, Page of Pentacles, bottom of the deck with Knight of Cups, new, fulfilling, very tangible opportunities, offers, discussions, maybe even information surfacing, but this is something that's fulfilling. That the King of Cups, or I'm sorry, Knight of Cups, has this little envelope down there. You could be receiving a message of some sort, some kind of a tangible offer, some kind of a, hey, can we work together? Or hey, can you, you know, here's a job opportunity, or here's a, you know, a housing opportunity, or, you know, the tangible stuff that we often experience. That is something that's going to lift you up, lift your spirits, make you happy. Uh, and it's something tangible. So increase energy, definitely. I would say increase, because that Page of Pentacles plus this Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. So solid legacy energy. I love it for you, Wendy. So thank you so much, Sonia, again, for providing this beautiful opportunity for Wendy and Susan to have a reading today. You are so wonderful. We love you. I just love you to pieces. All right. So we've got those done. We will do the one card for Culture Envy and for Dallas, and then we will move on to Anna, Krista, Matt. Y'all, I have been guided to, y'all know my rollerball fragrances. If I had one handy, I have one right around the corner here. I'll grab it. My rollerball fragrances. Ooh. These, okay. These come with my meditation oils if you want, any kind of fragrance that I do. You can even ask me if I provide certain fragrances, because I have tons of different oils. I just don't use all of them for my signature blends. So these I'm going to be putting on sale for $5 a piece. Okay. $5 a piece. These are $10 to $12, but across the board, $5. We're not even going to charge extra for the higher priced oils, because try finding Blue Lotus essential oil anywhere. It is astronomically expensive, but I am going to be doing that for my roller balls for probably the next couple of weeks. So $5 for each rollerball fragrance. You can get as many as you want, or as few as you want. It's gonna be $5. That way, like if there's a fragrance you've been curious about but not sure, like you really want to invest a whole lot to sample the fragrance, that would be your perfect opportunity. $5, y'all. And every little bit counts when you support small businesses. You feed my kids, you put a roof over our heads, you know, keep the lights on and the Wi-Fi and all of that. So I am inviting everyone to invest in me if you have the ability to do so. And all of you guys have been really showing up for me, really beautiful with the tips, with the gifts, with everything. I just love you guys so much and appreciate every single one of you. The likes, the shares, the comments, all of it really matter. And some of you guys, I'm just going to say it right now. 3 of you that I know so far have notified me that you didn't have TikTok before I started using TikTok, and you have gotten the app and made accounts just so that you guys could show up for me and support me. And I love you guys so much. It really fills my heart with so much joy. You guys are true soul tribe. Try not to cry. Oh man, y'all are amazing. Okay, Culture MB, I'm doing etheric evolution for you, doll. Okay. Two cards came out for you, Culture Envy, and we're going to go ahead and do those. I do not hinder the messages. I just set the intentions, and whatever comes through, comes through. Bottom of the deck, remorse. Life regrets, bad choices, and addictions, with warrior standing in your truth right behind that. Voyage right behind that, talking about a rite of passage to self-discovery and mastery. And then we have the card that came out is stimulus response. There are things in the past. I am getting a mix of like inflicted on you and also your behavior towards others. No judgment here at all, okay? But there is regret, remorse, and perhaps a little bit of the energy of, the others is what you have, what's been necessary for you as an operation, as you operate. Operation is a big thing here. But operating from a certain frequency because of the things that you have encountered in your own life experience. The things that tend to harden us, that tend to um, cause us to be very guarded and mistrustful and things like that. Okay. um, this is stimulus response energy. This is that program, that unconscious program, that kind of runs the show, giving away power, old subconscious programs running the show. So this voyage, this path that you've been on for healing, you're recognizing these things not only with regard to what situations others may have inflicted or kept you in, um, or your operating platform by which you have just operated in your own life and treated others. um, I've had like these times in my life where I've gone over, like a big one after I left my ex that was really abusive, and I was having like, I was doing all kinds of shadow work, and I felt compelled to reach out to people that even if I wasn't the inflicting party or the instigating party of some kind of misalignment that happened between us, I still apologized for my part that I played in that. One of those examples being my ex-husband, my daughter's father. We're friends on Facebook. He probably won't even watch this, but maybe he does. I don't know. Um, but I, even though there was a lot of, provoking and attacking and things towards me, I took accountability for the roles that I played in those situations. Um, and you might be having something like that surfacing for you right now. Trust me, I've done it. I've done it many times in my life, and I am always the first to admit whenever I'm wrong. Whenever I am, made aware that I'm wrong, I will absolutely admit and apologize, and you know, um, resolve, transmute that energy so that we don't have any kind of frequency, between myself and another person, whether still connected to them or not. You can even do this work by just in meditation setting the intention to do this with the person's higher self. You don't actually have to reach out if that connection is severed. um, Aw, resonates. My mom set a really bad example for me growing up, so I've been unlearning her programming. Absolutely. And you are transmuting this. You are, rebalancing. You are a warrior, and you were meant to experience this so that you can transmute this, so that you can reprogram yourself, come out on the other side, healed, grown, and whole. You know, we always grow. We're constantly growing. So I'm not saying that you're like a little kid and then you're a grown up. No, we're constantly growing. Even ascended masters that send a part of their essence here to, you know, soak experiences and to help volunteer and uplift and all of that, they're still also learning, you know, side quest, right? They're still also learning more. So we never stop learning. You are that warrior. You encountered these situations that would have probably crushed people that weren't as strong as you. And by going through these difficult situations, we harden. It's just, how can a human not, right? We harden in some aspects, but this is you allowing yourself to soften and to come back into balance. And you have the gift card showing up as your last card: new beginnings, presents, and surprises. Okay, the present is a gift. You are creating your world as you move forward. Continue to, um, you know, transmute those energies, continue to heal and grow. And um, just the awareness, and you know, even if you're not still connected with people, in order to establish some kind of verbal I'm sorry, like facilitate anything like that, again, you can go into meditation, address it with the higher self of that person, and you can energetically transmute things in that way. Definitely come to terms with a lot of that. Done beating myself up over it though. Yeah, don't beat yourself up anymore. Have grace with yourself, because you know, it's the circumstances that forged you, and now you have that light, now you have that awareness and that wisdom to overcome that old false programming. You're seeing through the falsities, and you are reprogramming, rewiring yourself to true source code. So absolutely beautiful for you, Culture Envy. Thank you. Divyansha, okay, I will put you down for a free 1 card reading. Thank you for joining us. We've got a few people ahead of you, though. We have Dallas right now, and then after Dallas, we have Anna, Krista, Matt, and then we can get to Divyansha. So thank you. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. If not, please feel free to correct me, because I want to address you in the proper way. And these people are over on YouTube, you guys. I know you're not seeing it in the Facebook community. These are a couple of YouTube viewers. So thank you guys for being here. Okay. I'm also currently streaming to Facebook, and I also have presence now, just in the last couple of weeks, on TikTok. I am building a community over there. We're expanding our community to TikTok as well. So if you guys are on the TikTok app, find me over there at rebel.spirit. My name is Rebel Spirit Rising over there too. So thank you guys. You're welcome to be here with us, and I would love to read for you after I get the others finished. Miss Dallas, we're going to pull you some water. Miss Dallas. Okay. Baby, you have transmuted some stuff in the past couple of days. I love it for you, Dallas. This is amazing. It just shows your abilities. You're so powerful. So we have King Tide, okay, that came out for you. Plenty, prosperity, giving, yeah, and receiving the fullness of life. Because you have plenty, you're giving from a space of plenty, you're receiving more fullness of life. You are expanding in your power. Like, look, this isn't just about, you know, having power and having plenty, prosperity, having those kinds of tangible things. This is about your ethereal mastery. This is your priestess, your psychic energy. Water is psychic energy. And Dallas was watching from YouTube too, you guys. So just so you know, you might not be seeing their comments over there. And I'm not highlighting comments because I want to keep the cash stuff up here, just so I don't have to like go and do all that whole process again. So I'm lazy, sorry. So this is embodying that priestess energy. Your work is sacred. You already know this. But you're growing in your knowing and your power and your ability to tap directly into these things. It's like, I don't know if your clients recently, or if you've noticed in like your animal clients recently, like the healing energy takes hold a lot bigger and a lot like quicker. It's just like very potent energy that's coming from you. And when you are giving of a space of plenty, you are generating this self-sustaining energy, where it's like you your work is going to really start to increase, if it hasn't already. The ripple effect, part of something bigger, and the details are taken care of. So you are growing in your power, in your expression of your gifts as well. I'm hearing, um, the expression of your gifts may start to morph and change a little bit. It's not like you're going from one thing to another. It's like you're morphing and changing and bringing more into your repertoire. Immerse yourself, training, learning new hobbies and passions. So definitely flow with this energy, into the unknown, underworld, depth, courage, and facing your fears. So definitely get yourself out there, face those fears. Water Oracle right behind that, talking about psychic abilities, acting on visions, and it's destined. This is your destiny, your work, your energy. You are anchoring these high frequencies that not many come here with. You are very much connected and aligned to the what we call, or what we perceive as, the animal kingdom. So your reach is both with the animal kingdom and with humanity. So you're doing so much, and your gifts are going to be coming online a lot more, because your purpose is great, your purpose is grand, your purpose is big. And not like you need to do a whole lot of extra stuff. It's just continue along the vein that you've been going, because everything is increasing for you. So I love that. Drop a comment and let me know that you heard that. Otherwise, I will tag you and let you know that it started like a few minutes ago for the replay. Love you, Dallas. We'll tag her over on Facebook just to make sure. I didn't even pay attention to what time I started that. I'm just assuming it was about 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes. I'm not seeing any Dallas comments yet. So we'll say 1:32 maybe that it started. Okay. I'm just going to tag her on Facebook, even if she comments and says she's here. Just want to make sure. I'm going to say 1:32 in, because I'm guessing. Okay, cool. She was here. She heard it. Lots of signs lately to branch into equine assisted therapy. I love it. I absolutely love that. Expansion, baby. Do it, because that's what you're being guided to do. Kind of pushed and guided, but gently. Anna, our beautiful, lovely Anna. You, Miss Anna. Okay, we're going to pull some tarot for you and some work your light. Yes, transmuting lots of tears lately. Aw, yeah, let it flow, baby, because King Tide, that, that's waters. It's like you're commanding the tides. So you are purging them intentionally. Anna, yes, Anna's here. Aw, I love these cards already. Well, I mean, you'll see. Anna is here. Gosh, man. These cards, like, I do not like the material that they're made out of, because they bend easy, and my cards that are bent, when I go to shuffle, sometimes they bend more. So it makes me mad. Girlfriend, you are undergoing some crazy transformation right now. Blow it out the door. We got some stuff. Okay. You're dealing with severing of toxic masculine energy in your experience. 89 degrees already? Dang, Wendy. It's been warm here too. I don't know exactly what the temperature is, but I know it's in the 80s, and 80s is like hot here. And when you're in the sun, it really is hot. Because I've lived in the San Joaquin Valley in California. I was raised there, and it's like an oven, right? Um, but here the heat hits differently because of our elevation. It's more of a dry heat, if you could imagine that being drier than the desert, but that desert is close to the ocean. Right here, the air is a lot thinner. People have an issue like adjusting with breathing when they get here. They're all winded, just walking across the room. Trust me. But that happened to me too, but I gained that, I don't know, I reprogrammed my body. Now I breathe fine, but yeah, it's a lot different. So when it's in the 80s here, it is so hot. But go under a tree and you're cooled off immediately. It's the craziest thing, but I love it. Find me under a tree. Okay, so Anna, um, plants are not happy. Aw. I put my plants out on my back deck yesterday and they're so happy. All right. Divyansha, I do still have you on. I'm in the US, love. I'm in Colorado. I am from California, but I live in Colorado now. But in the US. So I do have you on the list still. We're doing Anna, Krista, Matt, and then Divyansha. So if you want to stick around for that, you are absolutely welcomed, loved, and supported for your presence here. So thank you. Gotta love a tree. Absolutely. The trees, they're my people. Okay. All right. Anna, the good news is waking up from that nightmare, from that overthinking, from that negativity, or from, manifesting patterns that you don't really want, but by default, I'm getting like default manifestation of energies unconsciously, you know, so hot. Yeah. Yeah. um it's you're healing parts of your unconscious, and all of us are doing this right now. We are healing unconscious programming. We are overcoming, all of these things in our past. We do have also the Wheel of Fortune. This is the reversal of it, but this is, he's holding that ankh. That is a power receiver. The wheel has already turned. So this aspect, it's not that it's a negative thing, like things aren't moving forward. It's that the energy, the wheel for that energy has already turned, and tangible things coming into creation, into actual manifestation, with this Ace of Pentacles showing up here. It's taken a lot of, like, I don't want to say battling, because it's not like you're battling against, but it's the facing these things, the surfacing, and facing these things as they are. This is part of that severing of that wounded masculine energy. Awesome, Anna. Thank you. I'm glad it's resonating. But look at those crystals behind him, that cluster of crystals. Tremendous power, okay? You're overcoming the wounded masculine energies in your experience that bring you tremendous power. The great severing, Mars energy, okay? Anger, like those crystals are like lit the fuck up. Okay. The great severing energy, that King of Swords is in the reverse. He's already severed that energy. Okay. He's seen it clearly and he's cut it, extracted it, removed it. This is anger, conflict, and softening to love. So instead of the fighting against, you are, fighting to remain authentic and severing these energies that cloud that authenticity. Hi, Patrick. We love you. Cracked open right behind that, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. So this situation, this it's like this lesson, this phase, this chapter has cracked you open in a real way. Look at your stars are showing. You've cracked open and your stars are showing. But this is a good thing. Lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before. You're uncovering these parts of you that may have been clouded or really beneath the surface. Look at that. It's like Atlantis under the water right there, and that portal right there. Okay. So severing that wounded masculine energy, and by doing so, you're really charging, healing, and growing that divine masculine energy within yourself. Then we have the void, which we know is the womb of creation. Stop, embrace winter and the great cosmic womb. You are in you're in the womb, you're in the void, you are being told to open yourself up to receive nourishment, to receive love, support, all of the things that you give to others. You need these as well because there's a little bit of an imbalance there. Okay. We have the emperor showing up. This is divine masculine energy. This is the healed masculine. This is mastery over that masculine energy, because that Knight of Cups reverse, all of the times that you didn't receive what you wanted or needed because of the unhealed, the wounded masculine energy that has been unconsciously manifesting in your experience. It's surfacing because death card, things are ending. This cycle is ending. We already saw that great severing card. You've already done it. This is just confirmation, but this is your chance to rebirth yourself. We have the courageous peony, and I love this card for you. Multifaceted, unique nature, and let yourself be seen. You are gorgeous inside and out. There is not one aspect of you that is not just incredibly and immaculately beautiful. So embrace that about yourself. Embrace the precious soul that you truly are, because you truly are courageous. You have, grown through so many things. You have experienced and transmuted so many things. And it's time for you to allow your courage, your versatility, your multifaceted nature to be front and center. They're like, bring it up and out, and bring it up and out. It's like up and out. Like, I don't know. They're doing that. Like, come on, it's there now, out. I don't know. But Four of Wands, this is alignment. Okay. 1111. It's that alignment. It's that soul echo, that confirmation that you're doing exactly what you're meant to do. This is bringing your sunshine, bringing your beauty in all aspects front and center. So speak up, stand in your true authentic power, your beauty, your nature. You just have the most precious soul. And a lot of times people will perceive that as a weakness, but no, baby, no. You are divine masculine. Okay. You are powerful. Power is not in the hard, rigid, stone heart type of way. It's softness. Oh, it resonates so much. Good. I love that. But you are stepping through this aligned portal into your happiness, your sun. The sun card, is the happiest card in the deck. This is your sunshine. This is light codes and activations. You are a light being. It's time to anchor that here. Why do you think that everything about you is so gorgeous? Because that is part of your purpose, because people pay attention to beauty, right? So it's not just your physical appearance, though. It's the beauty from within. They're saying shine all of these things, project that out, because people are meant to pay attention to you because you have important energy. You have important shit to say. Okay. So do it. Step into the spotlight, get that attention, and project yourself out there. We love you. It's a coming. Krista's next. All right, Miss Krista. Okay. What decks are we using for Krista? Okay. Okay. Okay, we're etheric evolution and work your light, honey. Okay. Krista. They're showing you like a crystal that's activating. Oh, you crystalline being, you. Oh, thank you, Anna. I love you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Absolutely, Sue. Absolutely, darling. You're so welcome, Anna, and thank you. Okay. Krista. You're a crystal that's activating. Activating the crystalline body. Not that it was dormant or anything like that, but, and you know, more so awakening, coming online, activating in bigger ways. Ooh, girl. Crystal. Oh, my Atlanta. Okay, I gotta wet my whistle for this one. Okay. Okay. We are also purging residue here, okay? Absence, missing opportunities, and ignoring intuition shows up with I am sorry above it, the defenselessness, righting past wrongs, and uprooting. So forgive yourself for not acting intuitively on situations or for seeing situations, but proceeding with them anyway, and then learning a lesson that maybe wasn't so pleasant to learn. They're saying you have to forgive yourself for that because you were guided that way for a reason. You were meant to be aware of what your intuition was saying and also aware of what your left brain was doing and how it was applying that information. You had to learn more how to always listen to your guidance, your intuition, and above all else, okay? It doesn't matter if you have the proof yet that this situation or this person or this whatever isn't what it seems to be. And you don't need to give an excuse. You don't need to give an explanation. You just need to, okay, my intuition says no, I'm not available for that. Sacred place, lovely dreamer. I love that, Carl. Thank you. Funny because I'm doing this dragon crystalline body thing at the moment. I stopped, but I need to finish it. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, first, remove this energy that's hindering you, this unconscious hindrance. Okay, it's bringing it to the surface right now. So this part of you that feels guilty or grief or like kicking yourself in the ass for seeing something but not following that vision, that guidance, that knowing, just, you know, for the sake of, oh, I don't have any evidence to substantiate this. And like, you know, I feel guilted or I feel like I should give of myself and go ahead and fall into this situation. You were notified that that's what was taking place. You proceeded anyway, so you could have the experience with the guidance to confirm what your intuition already knew and told you and warned you about. So forgive that situation, take it as a lesson, know that that was a necessary experience, and you can just let that shit go, because that is kind of what's been hindering you. We have fall into my arms on the bottom of the deck, surrender, holding the opposites and extremes of life. We have to experience these perceived negative situations in order to fuel our creation. Okay, we live in a dualistic universe. That's just what, the rules of the game right now. So this has put you into this energy of needing to surrender, to let go, to stop shaming or guilting yourself for decisions that you made in the past that may have, um, brought about an unfavorable outcome. This is part of your initiation. This is part of your lessons, and you're supposed to take this knowledge and move forward, um, without hindrance, because that was like the thing that was holding you up a bit, that was tripping you up a bit. So now that you've learned that in a more concrete way, now we've got the void energy, stop, embrace winter, and the great cosmic womb. So this is the void is creation. It's the space. Whenever I say I'm holding space for you, I'm holding that void so that you can come into your own creation, right? So this is that situation holding the space for you to create new. Star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdoms, and look a little deeper right behind that. Just going to pull that up and show you. Yes, there are deeper reasons for these things surfacing, for these things happening. And every everything that's happening in your life right now is for the purpose of your ascension, for your growth, for your mastery, for your wisdom. We have ascension on the bottom of the deck, raising vibration and consciousness. Okay. This is you opening, you blooming, blossoming into your true purpose, which is Barayal. Spiritual teacher, baby. You are a spiritual teacher. You carry so much deep esoteric wisdom, and you are anchoring that here to this plane. You are bringing back what many have forgotten, the energies, the magic of what has been forgotten, or has been erased, due to human mental manipulation and belief manipulation. Believing is seeing. So we're bringing these beings back, right? With the dragons, with the fae, with the elementals, all of them. This is what you're doing. You are anchoring their frequencies here again so that they can start to tangibilize for us again. Hyraeus, longing for home, homesick for the stars, you starseed, you are bringing home back to this plane. Okay. And that's why it feels like something's missing, and it feels like, um, I just get a longing for people to remember these beings that you have such a deep connection with, deep um, love and reverence for, that truly exist. And it's like that ache for, like, when is everyone going to believe in them again, so that we can bring them back, so that we can start seeing them, so they can anchor back into our reality. We're getting there. As this world becomes less dense, as we're purging all of these collective traumas and individual traumas, um, it makes way for the new. So that's what you're doing. Continue to hold that frequency, continue to anchor their frequencies here. Don't fucking care, not one single ounce, about what anyone else on the internet might think about you saying dragons are real, and maybe they'll make fun of you, but that shows their lack of understanding, their lack of knowledge and wisdom. And those are exactly the people that we are bringing this knowledge to again. So whenever they see it, they're gonna be like, oh, I talked some mad shit on that lady that was on the internet thing telling me that these motherfuckers was real, and I didn't believe her, and now look, there's a dragon staring me in my face. So it doesn't matter what people may think now. They don't pay your bills, okay? They're just feeding you in the algorithm. If they do come on and throw a comment up on your shit, you can delete it, you can block them, but hey, that still fed the algorithm for people to start seeing your stuff more. So bad publicity, there's no such thing, right? We've all heard that. There's no such thing as bad publicity. It's true, because they're still investing their energy, their consciousness. They're still investing that in you with some kind of emotion because they feel some type of way, or else they wouldn't have commented to begin with. So, been coming up a lot recently. Awesome. So go on the adventure. You're here to anchor these beautiful ethereal energies into the tangible. We're here to sew these back in here again. You are here to teach about them. Okay. And yeah, being seen, it can be frightening. Trust me. Like, even I'm seen so frequently in the past couple of years. You know, I've been showing up on here regularly. First it was 7 days a week, then 6 days a week. Now it's 5. But going into a broader audience like TikTok lives, I get like 1,000 viewers every time, people that see me, you know, and their energies are all, you know, enmeshed in this soup because they're all here seeing me. So, I like my shit's a little off. It takes me a minute to really get out what I'm saying because I'm bombarded by all of these energies, but I still do it because I know from this experience that I will acclimate to it. I will acclimate to the broader audience, to having all of these energies presence um and you know, perceiving them, being feeling them, being all up in the shit. You know what I mean? So it's an adventure, an adventure. It's a new experience, and you are meant to bring these adventures also to the collective. This is your adventure, but also you're bringing adventures to the collective by your work. So yes, step out and be seen, and just understand that the reason for the perceived absence of opportunities or for following or anything like that, it's only because of that small hindrance you've had about following the intuition and negative things happening or anything like that. So it's a slosh of energy. It really is. You know, going live is so much different than recording a video and then posting it, but that even is a little different for me. So I'm still feeling my way into that one. But when we're so sensitive, energetically sensitive, it can be uncomfortable. It can be, you know, off-putting or throw us off a little bit energetically as we're learning to acclimate to those energies. But the true spiritual leaders are being called forth to step into that spotlight that most of us aren't really comfortable in, but we got to do it anyway. So I love you, and I'm so glad that that resonates for you, darling. We have Matt, and then we're going to get to Divyansha and Sue. And then we be done unless anybody else has would like a one card that hasn't voiced that yet, or if there's anyone else that dropped a tip that I wasn't aware of, let me know, and we'll do those too. But right now we have Matt. Can someone please tag Matt? You're so welcome, darling. I love you too. I'll tag Matt. 2 minutes and 4, we'll say. I mean 2 hours and 4 minutes. My brain, you know, trying to make sense of things. All right. Okay, I guess we're doing that. And I feel here healing spirits. I don't know why I'm shuffling, but we'll just go with it. Okay. Healing spirits for, there you are. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. I'm feeling some healing spirits for you, Matt. So we're going to go ahead and pull from that deck and from the Light Seers Tarot. What does Matt need to know right now? What will help Matt in the highest way possible? Okay. Okay. This is only going to be confirmation for you, Matt. I'm aware of that. But it's going to come out as me telling you. But I know you're aware of this already, so let's just preface with that. Okay. 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 The 2 cards that came out are 44 and 4. 444. Just so you know, Matt. The angelics are present. Um, Even though temperance is showing up reversed on the bottom of the deck, this is calling you to balance, to alchemize, to transmute, um, and also not to hold back. Temperance in the upright, a lot of times it can talk about that balance, that, you know, he's kind of like the Two of Pentacles in that he's balancing, not so much the fact that he on the Two of Pentacles, it's more of a juggling energy. Um, Bringing into balance, having brought those things into balance, this is calling you to bring things into balance, but also not to hold back. Knight of Swords right behind that, talking about don't hold back. Okay, you are being pushed to bring things together, okay, to becoming one with that Two of Cups. And this is very supportive community type energy. Also, I am getting a little bit of partner energy here. I'm just going to say that. It doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a permanent romantic partner or anything like that, but there is a little bit of, um, like soulmate energy here. So if that's friendship, if that's romance, if that's whatever, that's your business. I'm not going to get into your business, but um, don't hold back, okay? Currently, they're like, now we've prefaced that, um, because holding back, okay, would be High Priestess in the reverse, going completely against your intuition, what you know, and Ace of Cups, heart activation, um, new phase, new fulfilling, happy, very emotionally balanced phase, where Queen of Cups in the reverse. Recently, you've had emotions surface that, you know, inflicted on you by the wounded feminine energy, outside of you and your experience, but also triggering the wounded feminine energy within yourself. Um, Four of Pentacles, we have holding back right next to that Queen of Cups reversed. So purge these, feel them, speak, advocate. You can do it in a very loving, very balanced way, as you very well know. If you don't, then that is suppression of self, suppression of the feminine energy within you, further wounding her. Okay, so advocacy in a balanced way without delay. So speak up from that healed feminine energy that I know you have within you, okay? Um, because you're helping. King of Cups reversed, also bottom of the deck. So we have the Queen and the King reversed on the bottom of the deck. So what was out of balance before with masculine and feminine energies, with external circumstances pointed at you, but also with your own inner energies. Ten of Wands. This is packing up, moving forward, letting that shit go, no longer burdened by or hindered by that, being able to co-create, to come together. Think about the co-parenting as well that you guys are doing right now. So this is aligned with the same energy. There are multiple situations playing out that are similar with the same energy, but different manifestations of that energy. Your spirit guide can lead you, but can't do it for you, is showing up on the bottom of the deck. And trust the wise spirits, and your prayer will be answered right behind that. Okay. So trust the wisdom and apply that divine masculine energy, that inspired action. Spiritual hug right behind that. We are all loving you, supporting you, and giving you that hug because, man, you have been going through it, but you have been divinely guided to, because we have card number 44, you see, and card number 4 that came out together next to each other. So you are so much more than you think, okay? Your guides, your angels, your spirit team really want you to know this, and it's like, you know this on a conscious level, but you're still in the process of really bringing it into a knowing, an understanding, that epiphany where it all clicks in and aligns and you really understand. And it's like you've absorbed that and embodied that energy. You're on your way there. You are holding yourself back a little bit because, you know, humanness will do that to us, but you're meant to do this, and then you're meant to share that gift. You are meant to spread this magic, this healing energy, this wisdom, this love to others. You are also meant to be a guide, a teacher, someone more so in the spotlight. But, you know, as you go, you're not going to be perfect. Okay. You're not going to be all of that, everything fully healed and mastered. Um, and then step into the spotlight. You are going to be just like the rest of us humans, myself included, that we share our wisdom, we share our perspective, we share, you know, this information and this energy, but we also learn. Like, you guys have seen me walking my own path and having my own obstacles and, you know, lessons to learn. And that's how it is for all of us. Even the highest level masters that are coming in with another fragment of sending that piece down here to help with this whole shit is still gaining experience and learning from that experience, because the energies are never exactly precisely the same in any kind of timeline for any plane, let alone Earth one, right? So we are always still learning and growing from our experiences, while also anchoring the knowledge, the wisdom, the frequency. 2211, thank you, Anna. So that's what you're doing. Hold, you know, they're saying, like, give yourself a hug too. Like, hold yourself in this energy, in this grace, in this forgiveness. Hold yourself, but also be open and willing to be held by others. This is all divinely guided. You're listening to your intuition, you're hearing it, you know, and you are one who tends to follow your intuition whenever you get that message, when you hear it or when you understand it. So expect more understanding to come in, and kind of zoom out, applying similar themes that are happening in your life, like what's going on with the healing and the coming together of the masculine and feminine in order to co-nourish, co-parent the, you know, the next generation. How else can that apply to other areas of your life where you can, you know, apply the masculine and feminine energies in balance, in harmony, and, you know, in wholeness together for creation moving forward for the next. So I love you, Matt. I hope that resonates for you, darling, and I hope you got so much out of that. Divyansha, it is your turn next, my darling. If you're still here with us over on YouTube, drop a comment, let me know you're still here, just so I can make sure. I don't know if I can tag people on YouTube. I'm still not clear on everything over there either. I need to spend more time getting familiar with it. But, you know, I'm human and I got other stuff going on and I really don't want it all the time, you know? So I'll figure it out though. There you are. Awesome. Okay, love. I'm going to shuffle these cards really quick, and then I'm going to pull a one card, whatever you need to know right now message for you. And I'm really feeling the waters. And if you don't know, I am a trance channel also. I trance channel my guide Water, who is a source aspect of water, but also dominantly in her energy Lemurian, the waters of Lemuria from the heart of the mother. So very feminine energy. Just so you know, and I did a channeling recently. You can find that from last week on YouTube as well, if you are interested in hearing any kind of trance channel where I step aside and let my guides come through. Excuse me. Okay. Generating kind of. I'm not sure what you're asking, love. I'm gonna do with the intention of a one card pull. However many come out will come out, and it will be whatever you need to know at this time. If you would like a more extended or even a private reading, you can go to my website, rebelspiritrising.com, and I do have quick 1-question readings on there where you get a video recording of your reading to your email address, and that is $22 US, just so you know. All kinds of forms of payment are accepted there. So, all right. I even have Afterpay. So, if you guys are looking to get any kind of services, also my past life regression sessions are going to be on sale, drastically slashed too. Those are the 2-hour maximum past life regression only sessions. If you're interested in one of those, I will let you guys know what the prices are after I figure those out. I have an idea, but I need to confirm that. Okay. Oh. All right, Divyansha, you are actually getting more than just one card, as it usually happens. So we're just gonna go with it. All right, love. So, bottom of the deck energy, we have ride the waves, life lessons and growth. You will get through this. So flowing with the tide rather than trying to fight against, because as anyone who's experienced any, anything with regard to the ocean, swimming in the ocean knows that if you try to swim against the tide, or even a river current, if you try to swim against the tide, sometimes you'll get pulled under by the current. Most often you will get pulled under by the current. So instead of fighting against, going with the flow, allowing it to shape you, to take you where you need to go. Water symbolizes psychic energy as well as emotional energy. So they're saying no matter what is going on right now with you, you are going to get through this. This is something that is meant to forge you, to shape you, to carry you to the next step, the next phase. Things that you might not have necessarily chosen consciously for yourself, but these things need to take place to set you up energetically for this next chapter. We have bounteous, generously given relationships and coming together. So even though it looks like chaos right now, even though it looks like things might be getting washed away from your life right now, it is setting you up for this bounteous energy. The divine feminine, receiving, but also being able to give from a space of plenty. So having more than enough. King tide, plenty, prosperity, and receiving the fullness of life. So whatever you're experiencing right now, even if it looks from your perspective like there's a lot of lack going on, like there's not a lot of stability, you're being the belief or the energy of lack, scarcity, not having the thing that you want or what you need or whatever. It's dismantling that so that you can act more so out of faith, out of the knowing that you are a creator in your own experience, that you are a master manifester, and even in the bleakest of circumstances, you can manifest miracles. So they're saying, let it go, release the past, forgive, soften, and move forward. Whatever is consciously triggering you right now is what has been hindering you. So it's time to really take a good look at that and bring some understanding into the situation. Let it go, forgive yourself and others in the situation. Doesn't make anything okay, doesn't make it right. This is just the act of letting go so that you don't continue to carry these lower frequencies that are anchoring you down, that are preventing you from manifesting what you truly want, need, and desire and deserve. Okay, your worth. Check your worth. You are worth a lot more than you've settled for in the past. Planetary wave, soul mission, trust the inner call, and soul team. So very much being pushed into your waters right now, your emotions, your psychic energies. It's time to really listen to your intuition, connect, ground in nature, but also, I don't know if you've done chakra work, but they're talking about cleansing of the chakra system, linking of the chakra system, making sure that they're fully charged and online. grounding yourself and being open to receive the guidance from your guides, your higher self, your ancestors. Your ancestors are working closely with you right now. So I don't know if they're, whatever area of your life, it doesn't always have to be with money, but there's some kind of a lacking energy. I get threat and I get fear. So this could be maternal ancestors, not necessarily just from your maternal bloodline, but this is like the maternal energy um, being suppressed, traumatized in some way, and thus creating a pattern of lack from that space. I love you, Mala. Thank you. So this is you shedding that. Any kind of chaos that's happening right now is an opportunity for you to shed all of those left brain programming thoughts and open more to your psychic senses, to your creation, your true God source power, being able to create whatever it is that you want, and knowing, having the faith in knowing, not faith and I hope it happens, but more so the faith in knowing that this is the outcome. I am okay. I am sovereign. I am healed, and this is the pattern for my lineage that I am creating moving forward. So I hope so much that that resonates for you. Thank you so much for joining us. And I love and appreciate you, Divyantra. If you align, if you resonate, please subscribe. Like, share, comment. You've been commenting, but you know what I mean. So this would be like a wounding pattern within the maternal energies that are tied to you. So it wouldn't just be on the maternal bloodline side per se. It exists. It looks on both sides in the feminine ancestors, you could say. So you're welcome, love. You're so welcome. All right, Miss Sue, is there anyone else? Because Sue is the last one that I have on the list. Is there anyone else that I may not have seen, or anyone else that would like to throw their hand in for a reading? Otherwise, I am going to finish with Sue, and then I'm going to take myself a little lunch break, and I'm going to get over on the talk, you guys, the TikTok. I call it the talk for Facebook algorithm purposes, so they don't try to suppress anything like that when I'm talking about it. So if you wonder why I call it the talk, it's because it's kind of my my sense of humor, being dry Capricornian sense of humor, and also to overcome algorithmic suppression. So our lovely Sue, please let me know if you're here. If you are not, I will definitely tag you with a timestamp so that you don't get lost in the shuffle. We're doing healing stones for you too, so that's quite a few, but we'll do this. Okay, Miss Sue, let me know if you're here so I can make sure and timestamp you if you're not. All right, I see you. I see you. Okay, so Sue, the card that you got is Nothing is Impossible. Open to the unexpected and you will find a way. Open to the impossible. Okay, releasing the past, right behind that, emerging, transforming, and energies transmuted. So a lot of us here getting readings today, it's talking about releasing the lack, the scarcity, the whatever is holding us back, and stepping into the new, saying nothing is impossible. We are creating the world that we are focused on, and we are focusing on highest timeline energy. So you are seeding that into this reality. The Kaile elder, teacher, wise one, and experience. You have gained so much experience through lifetimes, but also, oh, I love you, Holly. Thank you. You might miss the talk. That's okay. I'm not going to go live on there, but I am going to do some recordings of videos. I guess I should specify that. Not live today, but I will be recording videos to post to TikTok. So they'll be up there. You can watch them anytime that you have a little bit of extra time. So you have gained experience from many other experiences, not just this lifetime, but others as well. And you are kind of teaching yourself, you're guiding yourself. These soul guides, they're aspects of you, okay? They're you in other lifetimes, other timelines that are, um, it's like imbuing this energy of, that you know what you can create, you know how to create it, but oh, I love you, Krista. Thank you guys for joining us. So wonderful to have this soul soup all up in the same spot at the same time. I really enjoy our Sundays together. Um, so even whenever, it looks like you're encountering a storm or like chaos is coming through, even in those times, you have this very grounded energy about you. It's like you could be freaking out on, the forefront of your mind, but you have this deep, steady knowing about you that they're wanting you to bring more of that through. Silence the outer chaos, the storms, and tap into that energy. And I know you can feel it every time, like if you're encountering something that causes the fear, the storm, the chaos, the freak out. um, there's this inherent like steady energy, and they're saying draw yourself into that, soak it up like a sponge, okay, and then start to grow that and project it out, okay. um, you're reteaching yourself, you're re-guiding yourself, because this place, we go through the veil of forgetfulness, so it's gone, and it's really difficult for people to bring that back through, bring those memories back through. It's been completely impossible for most up until the last couple of decades, right? So nothing is impossible. Tap into that limitless part of yourself. You are the wisdom keeper, a new perspective, study, and learning. So you're reactivating this knowledge because you are the wisdom keeper. You've had these experiences. They're encoded within you. So um, they're saying tap into that, extract that feeling, project that feeling instead of the external freak out, the external chaos and storms. Bring that through and anchor yourself in that. The cave, retreat, time out, self care, and slow down. So they're really telling you to anchor in that energy, okay, because they're clearing the path for you moving forward. The road is clear. You know what to do. Walk it your way. So you are overcoming these obstacles, these kind of stormy looking energies, because you're anchoring more into your wisdom, into your truth, into your knowing. um, you're an anchor energy. That's why maybe dense energies might stay around a little longer for you. From your perspective, it's not all truth, it's not truth, but you're an anchor, so it's like organically these things can happen, but your truth is that they don't have to. So cleanse yourself, purge yourself from these. It's like energetic off gassing, is the way that they're putting it. Like it kind of comes with the territory until you learn how you can master that, overcome that, and completely, it's like learning to deflect these energies and transmute them. So you're doing that, and that's why it seems so difficult. That's why sometimes you're, not sure. Validation, external validation really does help, but the only validation you need comes from within, and that's the point that they're trying to make here. So um, you might be encountering situations where there's not a lot of external validation for what you're sensing, what you're picking up, or the direction that you feel guided to go, because you're meant to rely on that knowing, that deep knowing. So tap into that, meditate, go into that ground, and then grow that. Visualize expanding that out past your physical body, past your auric field, and continue exercising that until you feel like you have really solidified that energy, or really anchored that energy here into this plane. So I love you so much, Sue. I really hope that that resonated for you, my darling. And I'm not seeing anybody else speaking up about a reading. So I will let you guys get back to the rest of your day. I will be back with you guys tomorrow, same time, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, and 9 p.m. British summertime. I'm not exactly sure what the topic is going to be. I have so many, on the list already. Oh, hi, Nicole. I love you. Do you want to read, or do you want a one card reading before I let everybody go? Because I was actually just closing it out, but I will absolutely give you your time. You're so welcome, Sue. I love you. Just let me know, Nicole. Say the word, and I got you, baby. If not, we've got some time tomorrow that we can definitely do that too. Thank you. I love you guys. Oh, tomorrow, you guys, those of you who are still here, I'm going to make a post about it too. But tomorrow's podcast actually is going to be an hour later. I just remembered. It is going to be 1 hour later than normal. So it's going to be 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, and 10 p.m. British summertime. Just because I am setting some time aside for a Soul Tribe member that is in need of a session, and it had to get rescheduled, and there's a whole thing about it. So I am setting aside time to give to this Soul Tribe member, and I will be postponing tomorrow's podcast just for 1 hour. So I'm glad that I got that reminder. But all right, guys. So I love you so much. I'm not saying anything from Nicole. I'm gonna be we'll talk tomorrow about that, love. But thank you guys so much, and I'll be seeing you soon. Mwah. Take care. Remember, tomorrow's podcast 1 hour later than normal Mondays. Okay. Take care, you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Mwah.